Hello everyone. Today we're going to be going back to the debate we were doing before. I think we did it several days ago. Apparently, the debate was not over. Now I thought we had pretty much beaten them no matter what, but whew, guess not. All right, and couldnt said couldnt refuses. Actually, is he? Yes, it is couldnt. Couldnt is the one who is ignoring pretty much every instance of canon ever. Now so he says turbo lasers causing tsunamis cannot be canon at the same time as the scene where Thrawn has at least 5 Star Destroyers focus their fire on Chopper base without glassing everything around for kilometers around. Now we know blasters have power settings, alright? But some people say blasters do not work on the same principles as turbo lasers. Well, I've had people tell me, well, blasters and turbo lasers are different things. Just because blasters have the ability to adjust their firepower doesn't mean that turbo lasers do. Well, buddy, that's where you're wrong. Look, right here, laser cannons and turbo lasers are based on the same principles as handheld blasters. And if handheld blasters can adjust their firepower, so can turbo lasers. And in case maybe you want proof, maybe you want proof. Okay. Well, there's Firmus Piett. But yeah, you can just look at Firmus Piett's videos. I'll link to it in the description. Firmus Piett, great guy. He has a lot of videos on blasters changing their firepower. You'll see huge explosions from the same gun that barely leave scorch marks. So it should be pretty obvious that yes, they can change their firepower. At the same time, so can turbo lasers. One of these has to be non-canon, and so far the only thing I have to go on that says levels of canon are not a thing is your say-so. That's not true. That's not true. I don't think, let's see. I suppose it doesn't say on Wikipedia, but I'll see if I can find a link to it, to something that says levels of canon are no longer a thing. But I do definitely remember seeing quotes from people in workers at Lucasfilm. So, but yeah, levels of canon have been removed. Trust me on that. I'll just see if I can link it. Now, the Qantas class destroyer quote that's at best is a clear exception, if canon at all. No, that's not true. We see this time and time again. We see vaporizing asteroids. We see, well, that's not that big in comparison to this, but we also see the Death Stars. Enormous firepower. You scare the Death Star down. It makes sense. And then he said, destruction of Jeddah from Rogue One. That means it would take less than a dozen of such vessels, maybe an hour, to raise the entire surface of the planet. Yes, that is exactly what the base Delta Zero does. Kill entire planets to populate planetary surfaces. That's the definition of a base Delta Zero. He doesn't really know, I suppose. There's actually another little bit from Rogue One where the Devastator makes its appearance and opens fire on the fleeing rebel fleet, completely shattering the Nebulon. The explosion does not really suggest even Skeleton yells. Well, that's because the armor of the Nebulon happens to be just tough enough to tank that. We know armor in the Star Wars universe is tough just on its own. We've seen unshielded ships. Let me go back to my Google Drive. We've seen unshielded ships actually go through stars, and in Star Wars Rebels we saw Star Destroyers lose their shields from ions and then get hit by volatile explosion, and all it did was scorch the surface. Let me see if I can find the exact. Okay, right here. In the Clone Wars Season 2 Death Trap, a Venator class that is completely powerless free falls down from high orbit, and everyone on board survives. And down Star Destroyer, which probably fell from space and maintains structural integrity, which speaks volumes about how tough their hulls are. And yeah, I definitely remember some other things, but it appears they are not in this stock. So I'll see if I can find them later. Actually, you know what? We'll just keep this open on a back tab, in another tab, just so that we can go to it really easy. You know, ICS is not on the list of released materials that are on the canon, that are in canon. That's not true. Right here. So this is a list of Canon Reference books. You should be able to see that, even though it's low quality. If you can't see that, I'm sorry, but I'll have a link to this in the description. I'm linking a lot of things in the description now, haven't I? And let's go down. Oh, what is this? It's the Force Awakens Incredible Cross Sections, which just happens to be in the list of Canon Reference books. What? But he just said it's not canon. Who do I trust? Couldnt Dekorov, some random guy who does not work at Lucasfilm? Or Star Wars Datapad? I have no idea. Thanks for sharing that. I thought maybe they had released a statement I hadn't heard about declaring the TFA ICS non-canon, but I'm glad to see it's still canon. And that quote at 322 in the lower left-hand box is canon. Oh, there's an ad. Well, let me just skip. What does this say right here? Oh yeah, crack a planet's core. The largest turbo lasers. Notice it mentions absolutely nothing about kyber crystals in these turbo lasers. Can crack a planet's core? Huh. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. That means in canon we see planet cracking. Or, not planet cracking, core cracking. There, yeah. But, so of course they're able to create tsunamis if they're able to crack the cores of planets. Right? Right? And we know that they have adjustable firepower, so instead of destroying the base and using too much energy, because we know the Empire values efficiency, more on that later, they simply created a tsunami, swamped the shields. Why waste energy when you don't have to? I've already blown your two arguments out of the water. You're just trying too hard not to see it. What? No, you haven't. It's still canon. We've just demonstrated it's canon. And I know this is me repeating myself, but this is because he is, in fact, repeating himself. Well, if turbo lasers were as powerful as you say, it would be entirely pointless to build something like a Death Star. No, planetary shields. He apparently doesn't know that there are planetary shields. Which is impossible since he's seen Rogue One. We know he's seen Rogue One. So he's having to ignore canon, ignore planetary shields, ignore the fact the ICS for The Force Awakens is canon. He's having to ignore all these canon books. And he has no reason to. Also, why not just buy a couple more Star Destroyers for mining? Yeah, the Empire has only 25,000 Star Destroyers. I know that sounds like a lot, but when you have millions of planets to protect, 25,000 isn't really that much. If the weapons are powerful enough for the job, then yeah, core a planet with a destroyer. After you're done, you gotta crack the planet. No. That's just a waste of energy compared to a mining ship. A ship that's literally built for the purpose of mining. Adjust your spam filters. I don't know if there. I don't think there's spam filters in YouTube. Oh, so you want me to adjust YouTube built-in spam filter? Who do you think I am? Alright, I've already seen this. Yeah, if the water is completely vaporized, it's hard to do a tsunami. It did do a land tsunami on Jeddah. Okay. Alright. Yeah, he has to resort to lying. Lying. Straight up lying. Claiming he cannot see. Now, I don't know if you know, maybe I was too harsh. Maybe he doesn't know how to scroll down. Maybe he didn't realize that you could scroll down. That I suppose. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna link this. I might link to this video in the in the comment chain. You know what? It'd probably get removed for spam. But are you serious? This is. Come on, just scroll down. It's literally right there. Come on. Don't tell me you can't see it. It's a Canon Reference books. Now I'm surprised. And he says, well, the Old Republic has had updates, but they're not canon. I don't understand how this... Except for the part where it isn't. Yes, it does. Are you blind? No, I didn't. It is on this list. Right here. It is on this list. You know, I'm just gonna... Scroll down and tell me you don't see the ICS, Force Awakens ICS. If you don't, then too bad, because literally everyone else sees it. And I might just share this video with him. I honestly can't believe he does not see it. I think he's just ignoring the, you know, ignoring it. I don't know why people get so into these debates that they will literally, you know, ignore everything they can in order to make their delusional little world real to them. I don't understand. You know, if I'm proven wrong in a debate, then I'm proven wrong in a debate. I'm not going to say, oh no, and then try to tell a lie. Now, I can make mistakes, yes. I suppose, I guess he just didn't scroll down. But if so, then, well, hopefully he sees it. Hopefully. This has been the Sci-Fi Show. Thank you for watching.